Good morning, I am Devisena. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about polar plot procedure. How to draw the polar plot, we are going to discuss. This topic is present in the subject Control Systems. Polar plots. Polar plot is a plot of magnitude versus phase angle for different values of frequency. It is a plot of magnitude of g of j omega versus phase angle of g of j omega on polar coordinates as omega is varied from 0 to infinity. Both magnitude of g of j omega and phase angle of g of j omega must be calculated directly for each frequency omega in order to construct polar plot. A representation of the polar graph sheet is shown below. The polar graph sheet comprises of concentric circles and radial lines. The concentric circles represent the magnitude value of the polar plot and radial lines represent the phase angle of the polar plot. Procedure to draw polar plots. Step 1. Only open loop transfer function of a system must be considered. Step 2. If the system has unity feedback, consider only G of a term. Step 3. If block diagram is given, then multiply the forward path block gain with feedback path gain to get open loop transfer function. Step, that is, substitute S is equal to j omega where j is equal to square root of minus 1 and omega is equal to frequency in radians per second. Step 5. Write magnitude and phase equation for the given function using the following standards. A. G of s is equal to s plus a. Substitute s is equal to j omega. The magnitude m is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to square root of omega square plus a square. Phase angle phi is equal to tan inverse of omega by a. B. G of s is equal to 1 divided by s plus a. Substitute s is equal to j omega. So g of j omega is equal to 1 divided by j omega plus a. Magnitude capital M is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to 1 divided by square root of omega square plus a square. Phase angle phi is equal to minus tan inverse of omega by a. C. G of s is equal to 1 divided by a minus s. Substitute s is equal to j omega. G of j omega is equal to 1 divided by a minus j omega. Magnitude m is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to 1 divided by square root of a square plus omega square. Phase angle phi is equal to minus tan inverse of minus omega by a, that is equal to tan inverse of omega by a. D. G of s is equal to 1 divided by s minus a. Substitute s is equal to j omega. So g of j omega is equal to 1 divided by j omega minus a. The magnitude m is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to 1 divided by square root of omega square plus a square. Phase angle phi is equal to 180 degree minus tan inverse of minus omega by a. E. G of s is equal to s. Substitute s is equal to j omega. So magnitude m is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to square root of omega square, that is equal to omega. Phase angle phi is equal to 90 degree. F. G of s is equal to s square. Substitute s is equal to j omega. So g of j omega is equal to j square omega square, that is equal to minus omega square. Magnitude m is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to omega square. Phase angle phi is equal to plus 180 degree. In general, if g of s is equal to s power n, then magnitude m is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to omega power n. Phase angle phi is equal to 90 degree into n. G of s is equal to 1 by s. Substitute s is equal to j omega. So g of j omega is equal to 1 divided by j omega, that is equal to minus j by omega. Magnitude capital M is equal to magnitude of g of j omega, that is equal to 1 divided by square root of square root of omega square. So value is 1 divided by omega. Phase angle phi is equal to minus 90 degree. In general, g of s is equal to 1 divided by s power m means magnitude m is equal to 1 divided by omega power m. Phase angle phi is equal to minus 90 degree into m. H, g of s is equal to capital K, that is gain. So magnitude m is equal to K, then phase angle phi is equal to 0 degree if K is greater than 0. It's equal to minus 180 degree if K is less than 0. Step 6. Calculate the value of magnitude m and phase angle phi for different frequencies. In general, we have to select the value of frequency omega as 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, and it goes on as 10, 100, thousands. Step 7. Draw the polar plot. It is usually drawn on the polar graph sheet. It has concentric circles and radial lines which indicate the phase angle of the polar plot. The positive angles are measured in anticlockwise direction and negative angles are measured in clockwise direction. Step 8. Gain crossover. Gain crossover is the point where the polar plot touches the unity circle. The angle measured at this point is named as gain crossover angle, which is represented as phi suffix GCO. Phase crossover. Phase crossover is the point where the polar plot touches minus 180 degree line. The magnitude measured at this point is phase crossover magnitude, which is represented as magnitude of g of j omega suffix PCO. Now we are going to determine gain margin as well as the phase margin. First we will discuss gain margin. Gain margin is represented by a letter K suffix G. It is defined as the reciprocal of the magnitude of open loop transfer function evaluated at the frequency omega suffix PCO. It is represented as K suffix G is equal to 1 divided by magnitude of G of j omega suffix PCO. Then phase margin nu. It is defined as the additional phase angle lag at gain crossover required to bring the system to limit the system instability. It is represented as nu is equal to 180 degree plus phi GCO. Representation of gain crossover and phase crossover in the polar plot. Here we have a polar plot. First we have to draw a unity circle. Then we have to draw the polar plot. The gain crossover frequency is the frequency where the polar plot intersects the unity circle. This is indicated in this diagram. Similarly, the polar plot intersects the minus 180 degree at one frequency. That frequency, the corresponding frequency is represented as phase crossover frequency. Now we are going to analyze the system stability in polar plot. The representation of the polar plot for stable system and unstable system is given here. We have already calculated the gain margin as well as the phase margin. With the help of this gain margin and phase margin, the system stability can be analyzed. If we have positive gain margin and positive phase margin, then the system is said to be a stable system. If the calculated gain margin and phase margin is negative, then the system is said to be unstable system. This is indicated in this graph. Step 9. To find stability of the system. Case 1. When both phase margin and gain margin are positive, then the system is stable. Case 2. Either phase margin or gain margin are negative, then the system is unstable. Corner frequency. It is the frequency at which the polar plot changes its direction and magnitude. The number of poles at the origin or the type of the system determine at which quadrant the polar plot starts, and the order of the system determines at which quadrant the polar plot completes. Thank you very much for listening this lecture. For further updates, kindly subscribe this channel. If you like this video, kindly share this video to your friends.